All right, and let's see. I don't even know what camera we're on.
The big.
I think we're on. I think we're live.
I-
We're on this camera because
All
there's
right.
Chris.
As I'm pointing to it, I think I'm
It's
on that one.
Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to Memory Bound. I'm Kelly, and Chris is here.
Good
and
morning.
Memory Bound's located in the middle of Iowa, and we're excited because we're making treat boxes today. Do you want to
Yeah.
kind of hold up a couple of them to show us what we're
Sure.
making, Chris? We've got them up here on the front of the table, but
We've got a couple different sizes.
Maggie sent us this idea, and Chris ran with it. And she is our paper engineer and is perfect for this task.
They, this is the size that was on the video, which is perfect for, you could put chapstick, you could put rolled up money. These little kisses fit in perfectly.
Rolled up money. I didn't think about that.
Well, for graduation or birthday or whatever. And then I made another size because one is never enough. And I just came up with another size a couple minutes ago that I think will fit
a couple minutes ago.
I think will fit a credit card. So we might try that live and see how it goes.
Get a gift card then for this?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that at the end. So anyway, we're going to be making those, and Kelly had sent me the video, and I sent her a photo back of one made, and she's like, seriously already? And I said 5 minutes. It took 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So there's a lot of people joining us,
Good.
Chris. Joanne says hi all, and Barbara's here, and Kathy. Hi, Kathy. I hope you're doing well. She's been a customer for a long time. Ellen is here and says, good morning, ladies and Doug from sunny Aurora, Illinois. And
I'm going to turn on the chat so I
hey,
can see.
Janice. And we've got Donna is here. Our Donna from Bakersfield.
Yes. And Donna, I want to thank you for those the gem holders.
Yes.
And
yes.
I haven't tried mine yet, but I took it at home and I have it on my desk, and I'm excited to get to use it.
Yeah, wasn't that sweet?
Yes, that's very nice of you.
Good morning, Letha, and Bunny is here from Omaha.
Yeah.
So howdy, Bunny, and Denise. Robin's here. She says it's sunny in South Dakota, and it's beautiful here in Iowa also.
Yes. Did you hear that thunderstorm go through last night?
No, I wondered why some places were wet. I didn't hear a thing.
Yeah, I don't know what time it was. I didn't bother to look. I just heard it thundering out and rolled over and went back to sleep.
I missed it. I totally missed it. Janet's here also. We have, and our Janet. So our
drinker and
faithful
linker
customer Janet and our faithful staff member Janet is here. And sometimes we miss questions, and we're pretty lucky that Janet is on the ball and she helps us out with that. She's linking and drinking today. She
catches them for us. Oh, hi, Ruby. I talked to you yesterday.
Oh, really? Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
You let me know if your package didn't show up where they said it was.
And Kathy's asking for ideas for scrapbooking, and we have those on the calendar. Peggy's been busy making some scrapbook layouts, so we'll be showing you those.
Oh, they're so cool.
They're on the calendar, so hang tight for that.
I saw her ones she brought in, and you guys are going to love them.
Yeah.
She's so cool.
She says it's easy. It doesn't look easy, but she makes it that way, like you, Chris, and your boxes.
Well, isn't it funny how I think my stuff is just way easy, and she tells me the same stuff about hers, and once she does it, then I go, oh, I can do that.
That's the idea, for sure.
That's what we like to do. Oh,
so
they had snow in Calgary yesterday.
Keep it, please. We're ready for spring.
I've been looking at tickets for Calgary, Teresa, for October.
Oh, yeah, Chris,
you can fly there cheap.
Chris, well, you have to tell us all about it. So today, as you guys are joining us, welcome. We're super glad you're here. I'm Kelly, and you've been seeing Chris and talking with Chris and myself. We're at Memory Bound in Iowa. This is one of our daily videos, Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. I don't know how many other stores are doing these videos every day. We might be the only store around here, but anyway, today's a good one. Chris is back, and you guys, I know you love it when Chris is here, and she's got boxes to make. And before we get to that, I'm going to flip the camera, Chris.
Okay.
And we're going to show you what we did yesterday, because yesterday Teresa was here. I feel super lucky because we have a lot of staff members and guests that come in and do the videos for us. And so we get a pretty good variety. And this was a card kit launched yesterday. And Chris can flip through the cards and show you there are 4 cards that you have everything to make those 4 cards. And you also get the stamp set in the kit, the Photo Play Inside Out birthday greetings. And that's what Teresa used to make these. So you can make a lot of cards in addition to these 4.
Oh, definitely.
And Teresa mentioned you can like choose your own ink colors if you want to, and kind of do your own thing. And there's some really good sayings. Something, Chris, about being 29 again.
29 again, yes.
And there's something about cake and some really cute sayings with that.
Did someone say cake?
Yes.
Instead of being late to
there.
wish you a happy birthday, can I consider I'm early for next year?
Yeah, it's very clever.
Yes, very cute.
So that's $21.99, and it does include the stamp set, and we do have those left. So if you are interested, that's what we did yesterday, and it'll be on our blog in a few days, and you can check it out. And I want to mention our blog, Chris, why that came up, because you can subscribe to our blog, so you get notification whenever there's a new blog post from Janet, which is pretty handy dandy. And the other thing you can subscribe to is our YouTube channel. So you can watch these videos on YouTube. We're now streaming on YouTube and Facebook, because Facebook is only saving our live videos for 30 days. So we have switched over and we're doing both. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love that. And you would get notifications also when there's new videos for that.
Not our choice on Facebook.
No,
but,
it's just how it
is. It's just the way it is sometimes.
We just got to roll over and take it and deal with it. And it's all okay, Chris. We just change.
Exactly. Well, you got to go with the flow. Carla, I agree. Those cards are darling.
They're super cute.
I would have never thought of doing that HBD on the side of it like that. That is so cute.
Yeah, and those little present 3-dimensional things work out well. So we have a few new things to show you. We're getting a lot of freight in. Diane just checked in a whole new collection that we'll be able to show you tomorrow. And here's a few things that have come in the last couple days.
And some stuff, it's not priced. So,
so be patient with it.
Yes, this is really a nice palette knife, though. I like that a lot.
Maggie likes the metal palette knives.
Yes.
It's not going to snap and break. And it also is flexible. And I think that's what she uses, actually.
And I think that handle would be comfortable to hold on to, too.
So that's the Hero Arts. And then this is also something different, Chris. That's the Hero Arts is packaging their brushes, single brushes.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Unfortunately, not priced, but that's
they're
all right.
hot off the truck.
That's right. Yep. We just wanted you to know they're here. And yeah, that's a nice
it is. It's bristles,
brush.
And I like to use those for stencils. And Chris, I've been doing a lot of stenciling lately.
Have you?
So I am using those for sure. And then Teresa ordered these paper dolls from Tim Holtz. They seem a little smaller, don't they, Chris?
I think so. 83 pieces in here, and you can kind of see some of the faces if I bring it up a little bit. I'm trying to get rid of that glare,
perfect, Chris.
That is really cool. And I like that they're full body.
Mm-hmm.
We had others over there that are just from like the shoulders up. So this way you've got kind of a choice of what you want to use.
And just a hint that if Teresa ordered them, she's got projects in mind.
She's got something she's going to use them for.
She told me we were out of them, so we're not out of them any longer.
Oh, and look, this came in. People have been asking about this Winnie the Pooh.
Finally.
Oh my goodness, yes. Memory frames is what it's called, and there are 6 dies in here. You can kind of get an idea for the size of them.
I love anything Polaroid-ish. I really like.
Next month I'm doing an album, and I use a piece of metal, but you could cut this out of metallic and do it for the same thing.
Yeah, it makes it's kind of a label frame.
Very cool.
So we've been waiting for those a long time, and I think some of you have been waiting, and I think the gals will be calling you to let you know that they're here.
Let's see, Janet, can you tell me the product number of the paper dolls? Okay, Kelly is going to do that for you. Here are some die cuts. This homecoming one. This is pretty cute. It's got everything on there. It's got the cheerleader, football player, band. I never noticed that. That is really cool. And that's only $2.49. And then we have this homecoming with the football, and I think you can see there the pebbling that makes it look
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
it looks like
football, the
football.
pigskin. Yeah, for $3.99 because that one's layered. And then from football, of course, you go to prom night.
That's new. We've not had that one, and I really like it.
It is nice. I like how the night is $4.49 is that price. Um, is metallic.
So all of these you're going to find in our themes.
Do you want me to do that?
So you can find these in under. Oh, that's a new one too. Squirrel
Yes,
moment.
another new one. That's really cute with the stars and stuff. $4.49 also. I mean, those stars are triple layered. That's really nice. And then the father-daughter dance, which is a big deal around here, for $2.99. I remember my granddaughters getting to go to that dance all the time, and they just, they get their hair done and their nails.
Yeah.
Well, their mom would do their hair and nails. They didn't go out to get it done, but and Century Farm. We've got a lot of Century Farms around here, don't we, Kelly?
Yeah, it's kind of a
$1.99.
special. I know here in Iowa and maybe in some other states too where farming exists. So for sure. Chris, Teresa wants you to send her a personal message and she can chat about your visit to Calgary.
Oh,
Isn't that nice?
yeah, that's very nice. I'm landing in Calgary. I hope to spend a little time there this time, but I'm going to Banff for the Elizabeth Craft retreat again. But I would love to spend a day in Calgary and see that. $3.29. Oh, and this cute spring with the
Yeah.
ladybug, bumblebee. This would work cute with the tulip time too. $4.49.
Yeah, that is really cute. It's got lots of layers on there.
Yeah, and then we did get some Easter things back in. Oh, a little late, but get it for next year. And that way you're not going to have to worry about having them. $2.49 for the medium or for too small. And also, these are my favorite little guys. Love these.
They're really cute.
Yep. I might have to go home with those.
I know. And you get 4.
Yes. Perfect colors too.
Oh, hey, Carla is going to Banff, and so you'll be seeing Carla.
Nice.
And Carla was here in Iowa at our crop.
Oh, okay.
At the last crop.
Oh. Oh, that's cute. I love my cat with a little mouse on it. That is adorable for $2.99. And of course, that looks like a lab to me, big old chocolate lab, which is what my daughter has, $3.49. And they go to such detail with that little tongue hanging out. That is just really cute. And here is just a football, $2.99. Again, they use that same paper that looks like pigskin. State wrestling meet. I don't know about your state, but wrestling is a big deal in Iowa.
Yeah, we have lots of sports. Now, all of these you can find in your themes. So Janet's not linking each one of these, but they are out there in themes.
Cross country, $3.29. Another track with, got a girl with a ponytail on one side, and then the guy, $1.99. I mean, $1.99, these really help finish off your pages, I think. They just add a lot to them.
They do.
Oh, this is one of my favorites. Take me out to the ball game.
Well, you and
It's
Teresa
so
are
cute.
baseball fans for sure.
Oh, yeah, I actually have tickets for July to go to Chicago. Not to the Cubs. That's all we'll say. And I know our team is not good, but hey, you still love them.
Be true to your team
That's
no matter
right.
what.
Tennis. Oh, that's nice. These 3 separate guys that you could put around the page.
Make a nice layout.
Yeah,
Speaking of wanting
$4.99.
layouts, that's a good one.
Yeah, very nice. Oh, and the Iowa State Fair. Another big deal. $4.29. It is in the book of 100 things to do before you die is to go to the Iowa State Fair.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that, Chris.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're showing you a bunch of die cuts right now. Oh, we had a request for that
Oh,
one,
okay.
so we're
Bridges
gonna
of
show it.
Madison County. It's not just a movie. It's an actual thing that we have here in Iowa, $4.99. What year was that movie?
Oh, geez, I don't
I
know.
mean,
I don't know.
I can't remember
Doug's
either.
mom lives right by there.
I have a funny story though for that.
What's that?
Some guys went to the movie and my friend was there. And as they came out of the movie, and they were farmers, you could tell just by the overalls, and they came out and looked at each other and says, well, now we know what our wives do when we go hunting. And
Oh my gosh.
so you'll have to watch the movie to find out what they do. Let's do this one first. We have the flags, $4.49. That makes a nice top for a page.
Those have been out for a while. I'm glad they came back in stock.
Yeah. Well, just in time.
Diane says the movie was 1995.
Wow.
So thank you, Diane. And Donna is wondering when is the Iowa State Fair? And it usually starts on a Thursday around like the 12th.
Yeah, 12th
of
of August.
August.
Yeah.
I better tell you the month.
Yeah, because it always kind of hits our anniversary, like the 8th through the 18th. It runs for 10 days.
Yeah, it is worth. You do
it's
want
worth
it.
it.
It's good.
Let me pull up this happy
Sorry,
birthday.
I don't have the exact date, but
This is
Julie says second week.
okay.
We showed that
17th,
yesterday,
17th.
Chris, and
Okay.
somebody asked to see it again.
$3.29.
It fits on an A2 card or an A7
Oh, yeah.
card really nicely, and it's.
That's a
I
lot
looked
of
at it up
layers
close.
again.
It is, and look at those little balloon strings.
Yeah, that's cute. Again, details.
You guys, Janet is amazing. She says the fair is August 7th through the 17th this year.
Okay. Alaska. Oh, I like this one too. We've got the salmon over here and an elk, or maybe a moose.
Or something.
Or
an
something.
animal.
It's a big animal that I don't want to meet. $4.49. We have Minnesota. So for all of our people from Minnesota, this one's perfect for you, $2.99. Lake Okoboji is up in northwest Iowa by Spencer and that area, $2.99. That's a nice one too.
Yeah, I like
Great
that.
colors.
I think that's really nice.
Aruba, $3.49. Again, great colors. Niagara Falls. We weren't sure. They were asking where it went, and I said, well, Niagara Falls is both in New York and in Canada. So
I probably, yeah.
$4.99.
I know where I would put it, but we'll see where it went.
Yeah, where it went.
We got a couple more and then a collection pack to show you guys.
That's compost. Oh, $4.99. Not bad for all of that.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
kinda
that's
big too.
A lot of layering. That's awesome. Oh, and Estes Park. I say that with fondness because I love it.
Doug loves Estes Park too.
$4.29. Yeah, it's. Now I want to go to Estes Park. Oh, Mother's Day. How nice. This has 2 sheets each of 3 double-sided papers. And then you get your 12 by 12 stickers, and you've got 70 stickers on there. So
it's a good little pack, I think, for Mother's Day.
Yeah, and look at all those words that you have. That is really nice. Oh, and the butterflies and the flowers. Yeah, that's really pretty. All right. I think.
All right. So that does it. That's some of our new die cuts and things that have come in. And I will tell you guys, Diane's freight room is very full right now. And she is working on checking more in. So we're getting lots of new things. And we've got the Simple Stories on its way. So there's a lot of good things coming.
All righty. So like Kelly said, Maggie sent this to me. Or she sent it to Kelly, and Kelly sent it on to me. She got it off of Amanda Jane's site. I don't know if it was her YouTube channel or what, but that's who she saw it on. So I want to give her credit for that. I did 2 different sizes. This is the original size,
Yeah, I could say.
And like we said, chapstick, money, candies. She didn't have acetate in hers, but I thought that way you could do M&Ms, or if you are putting in money, you don't have to worry about it falling out. And then I changed it up and made another size because
that's
I
what
like
Chris
more.
does.
Well, I like more candy.
And that too.
So I've got the dimensions down for both of these to share with you. And like I said, I think I may have come up in my head while we were talking about how to do a one that will fit a gift card. And if not, then we'll just all fail together. We'll be fine. All right, our first one is going to start with a piece of paper that measures 6 by 4.5. You're going to turn
6 by 4.5. I have to
Correct.
repeat it, Chris,
That's
so
all right.
I can remember it.
You're going to turn it to the 4.5-inch side. And I'm going to, I don't know why that chat keeps coming up, but we can't get rid of it. So it's just the way it is.
You just have to keep deleting it.
Yeah. We're going to start out, and I'm going to score this at 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to turn it 90 degrees, and I'm going to score it at 1. Now, let me just move this for a second. Whoops, that's not going to work. And we're going to do a little cutting away. And I don't know if you can, let me delete that little thing there. I don't know if you can see there. Now you can see the score lines. We're going to cut away this little 1/2 inch by 1 inch square. And go ahead and make a little angle there so that it's going to fit together better. All right. So that's away. And now it really doesn't matter which one you cut out, because you'll just use that as your front when it comes to one that is all 4 inches or all 1 inch. That doesn't really concern me. First, though, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn it this way. Maybe you can see the lines a little clearer. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and cut up to that 1 inch score line from the bottom, and that's going to be the bottom of our box. So I've got to tell you, we didn't have too many, you know how you always have things at home, and that's what happened here. I had this die at home. I've had it so long I didn't put the packaging in the back to keep, but I've got some of these little banners, and that's what I used. But we have other ones that will work, or maybe you have a banner. Anything that's going to cut less than 1 inch across will be fine, because you're going to fit it in one of your 1 inch spots. And that was another reason I did a bigger one, is because I wanted to use a circle die. So I'm just going to pick this one. Whoops, we'll fix that later. I'm going to have to stand up. Now the machine, the table's going to shake a little bit because I'm going to die cut.
Really? I'm
No, not yet.
Because that's kind of a wobbly table.
And I couldn't find my yellow tape at home
So we're
either.
using some washi
So I'm
tape?
using washi tape, and I always put it on my hand
to
first,
make it less
just to
sticky?
to make it a little less sticky.
That's a good tip, Chris.
So I'm going to put it on the second one in. You don't want to go up. Can you see? I
Here,
think.
Chris,
Here.
let me flip.
Here.
Oh, there.
I'll
Okay.
just do this. Let me get rid of that so I can see where I'm at. You just don't want to go up so high to the top because you're going to poke a hole in here. And so I would leave 1 to 1.25 inches on the top when you lay your die down.
Okay. And you're putting a little piece of tape on it.
I've got that little piece of washi tape that I'm going to use. And I'm not measuring side to side. I'm just going to lay it down and hope for the best.
Here we go.
Sometimes you just have to.
And you're doing it live, so that's even better.
You know,
it still doesn't look wobbly.
Not bad,
I guess
no.
the camera is wobbling along with you, so
Oh, maybe.
along with the table, so maybe that's the trick.
When I would first do a video, I'd be so worried about messing up. But here's the honest truth. Our customers are so sweet and forgiving and understanding when we mess something up because they've done it too in different situations.
Well, everybody has issues sometimes.
Well, exactly.
We do our best.
I say there's no judging in crafting other than the judging that we do to ourselves.
That is true.
All right, so now we've got our little box, and I've got the flap here. And I'm also going to want to put down, because I'm going to put acetate, I want to put that acetate down before I glue the box together. It's just easier.
You started with that piece of paper. What was the original size?
This one is 6 by 4.5. And then I made my acetate, well, this was for the round one. I'm going to make it 3/4 inch by 4.
So I don't know if you mentioned the paper you're using, but
I
that
did
butterfly
not.
paper is from the new Butterfly Kisses from Doodlebug, and it is called Butterfly Kisses, and it's got that kind of more of a solid that's not solid on one side and the butterflies on the other.
Yes.
And then the acetate is also from Butterfly Kisses, and I think it's called Butterfly Kisses, or maybe, but it is the acetate, and it's heavy, which I think that's a little different than some other acetates. But if you had clear acetate, we have that available also. I don't think we grabbed any
I did
of it,
not.
so I don't think there's any linked. But Janet could link some for us. I'll go see what we have.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this to cut, and it's sliding because I got a smaller piece. And it's not going to be flying the right direction, which bugs me a little bit, but life's going to go on. I just use, you could use score tape and just put it on the very edge, use like maybe an 1/8 inch score tape. I'm going to use my liquid glue and just glue it down. Put some on the very edge here. It doesn't take tons either. But you sure want enough that it's going to hold it because you don't want it coming up once you close your box up.
Chris, we just got a load of the glue presses in.
I know.
They're back in stock. Well, they were never out of stock.
But we were low.
I was nervous because they were unavailable for a while, but they are back and available again.
And because I made my other one with the pink on the outside, I'm making this one with
good idea.
just to see.
So this is the one that you're making?
Yes, this is the one I'm making right now. And I want to show that I used these reinforcers from Elizabeth Craft. This is the little flower that I used. The nice thing is you cut 6 at the same time, and it cuts down on how much you have to do, for sure. Let's see if I can get that back up there. I think this would be a nice one too for cutting out an opening. That's $14.99. The reinforcers were $25.99 for, looks like 12 of them. All right, so now you're going to take your 1/2-inch tab, fold it over, put some glue on there. My glue might be getting a little empty. Imagine that. And then just fold this over to meet it. Pick it up if you need to get it nice and even.
Oh, Cheryl said, I'm sorry, I stepped away for a minute, but she said that would be a nice, for lip balm,
Yes, yep.
would be really good.
Okay, so now that you know this is your front section, we're going to take these 2 side ones and I'm going to just cut a little tab in them so that things fold down neater.
Oh, I
So
see. Yeah, that's a good idea.
otherwise, sometimes you just get a little too much fabric.
It's kind of bulky.
Yeah, thank you.
I think that's a good tip, no matter what you are making, any type of box or things with a flap. I think I learned that from you, Chris. Pretty sure I did.
Oh, maybe. Okay, so then you're going to fold these down first.
So
And if you
cute.
need to take a little edge off, that's okay too.
So cute.
I am. And then just give a good amount of glue. I should have brought a pencil with me to hold down the bottom. That's what
Here,
I can use my scissors, I think.
Okay, if not, here's a pen.
Perfect. And then I like the back one to go first. So your back flap first, and then this one, just because that way when you look at it from the front, you don't have
it's
that open
clean.
seam. Yeah,
Right,
it's cleaner.
so you want a fold.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then Kelly got me
I got her a pen.
pen. And then just go in there and push on that a bit.
It's coming together, that's for sure.
See how fast this is too? All right, now I need to find my little hole puncher.
There's a lot of ideas coming out, Chris.
Good.
Things to do this for a shower, a teacher, a team. You know, if you wanted to, you could do this in
team colors.
Baseball paper or team colors.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Lots of cool things.
And then these aren't scored. All you do is middle finger, thumb, take your pointer finger and gently push together. And then you going to take
I think that's what's so unique about it.
I guess I could have gone a little, there we go. It just depends how far down you want to go. And I don't know, because I want to put the reinforcers on, I want to go down far enough that the whole flower is going to fit on there.
Right.
So think about that too. Some of these don't have anything on them, and that's okay. Like this, there's nothing on the back of there, and that's okay. You just have the hole. You just have some pretty ribbon, and you're fine. Now, I cut some reinforcers this morning before I came to work. Oh, here they are. And because I already had that yellow paper sitting out on my desk, that's what I used. I used grid ribbon to tie this one. Thus, I used more of a seam binding ribbon. So I guess it just kind of depends on what you're doing. But to me, these little reinforcers just kind of finished it off.
Chris, we have our friend Chris, who actually is from Arizona and has been in Cedar Rapids. She says she's coming almost here.
Oh,
that she's driving
nice.
over. So maybe she's got some friends. I don't know. But of course, we're excited that you're coming to see us for sure.
All right. And
Oh,
then,
that's so cute.
you just stick a little ribbon through there.
Yeah, that is
And
darling.
we're going to pretend there's ribbon through there. And you're done already. Look how fast that was.
So but you did make one without acetate, so you
I
can do with
did.
or without. And then we
Yep.
showed you the butterfly kisses acetate.
Exactly.
And I did want to, when we get a chance, I want to show the plain acetate too.
Yeah. Well, and we have that other acetate that I grabbed with the flowers on it.
The Bicky Boot.
Yeah. I thought that was really pretty. I just stuck paper behind it because I
Yeah.
thought maybe it was easier to see. So there's one, and I don't know if we need to do another one because it makes it a little easier once, if people see it more than once, or if we're good. The other one, this size, I used a 6.5 by 8 piece of paper. Or no, 6.5 by 6. So I've got the scoring dimensions on the paper that Kelly will take pictures of.
I like that one too. And like you said, more candy that way, Chris.
That's right. And I think we need to make one bigger because there are a few things that
let's do it. We've got time. Let's do it. I think everybody would agree that they would like to see another one.
Okay, should we try and do one that would fit a gift card?
Oh, let me get a gift card.
Or should we do this one that I have the dimensions for?
How about the one you have the dimensions for?
Okay.
That works for me. Seems to make sense.
So this one is, thank you, Kelly, 6.5 by 6.
6.5 by 6. Sorry,
Yep.
I have to repeat it all
That's
the time
fine.
just because I think it helps just to hear it again. Oh, they all like, make the other one. Yes. Chris, they don't want you to leave.
All right. Well, we're going to do this then because this, you need to do something a little different. And anytime you get bigger, there's that extra step. So let's go ahead and do this one. You're going to score it on the 6.5-inch side. And the scoring's a little different too because the front and back are 2 inches and the sides are 1 inch.
Oh, so it's not like square.
Correct.
It's not square.
Correct. I tried a square one. It was too thick in the middle. It just didn't fold up as nicely. So I changed it up. So we're going to score this at 1.
And Chris is using the Butterfly Kisses paper again. And Janet can link. That's the newest collection from Doodlebug. And Janet can link that collection for you if you want to take a look at it.
It's so cute.
It is cute.
And then we're going to go to 3. So we do a 1 inch. We skip. We have 2 inches in between. Then we go to 4 inches. So we're back to 1 inch between our scores. And then we're going to 6 inches. So we've got 1, 3, 4, and 6, which leaves us still with that 1/2 inch. We're going to turn it this time and go 2 inches for our bottom. So I think the main thing to remember is whatever your biggest space is, that's what you need for your bottom score so that the bottom is all going to fit together. And it's okay to lengthen this out a little bit. If you want it to be 7 inches, you can do that.
And Chris, we should mention your Caterpillar crease that you're using because it seems like when you score on that, you never rip your paper. And
No.
I don't know how many people are like me, and quite often I'm using like a pointy bone folder and I end up ripping my paper. So the Caterpillar crease is in stock at Memory Bound, and it also will score like chipboard. So if you have something heavier, that's the only scoring board I know of that will do that.
Yeah, because it has this special part that comes out here.
It's kind of I don't know why the first word that comes to me is trough, but it's not a trough,
No.
but it's a little bit bolder or thicker channel.
Yeah, so you put it in here and you can lay it across, and then you use the back side of your scoring tool to run it up and down.
It's nice if you're making a mini album or something and you want to score it. It's a great scoring tool.
Like you said, I haven't cut through my paper.
I've never seen you cut through your paper, and I've done it many times.
Well, you may not have seen me, but you would have heard me going, gosh darn. Now I can't get that back in. We're just going to have to, there we go. So I can get rid of my scoreboard again. And we're going to cut up this little 1/2 inch piece up to the 2-inch score line that we made. And again, you're going to and then you're going to cut these other ones, and maybe you can, I can't ever decide which one I can see them better on. But we're going to go ahead and go up. And because of the way the box is, and you can kind of practice by folding it together, but you can see on this one, the only ones that need to be longer are the sides that are going to cover here. So let's just pretend these two, when it comes together, need to fit across the whole box. These are going to need to be cut down. So we're going to go ahead and cut those down before we put them together. The smallest part of our box is 1 inch, so we're going to actually just take those, and it's easier to do it. Yeah, I like to just fold those under. I cut these 2 inches so we know we need to go to the 1 inch. And you can go a little further if you desire, just so you know you're fine. Cut that one off, come back, and we're going to do the same thing to this one.
So you could make several of these boxes out of one sheet of paper, I would think.
Yeah, yep.
Maybe, well, it depends if you cut it, probably 3 maybe per paper. Depends on the size.
It depends on the size you're making, for sure. Or, you know, if you're doing the small one, you could get one of the 6x6 paper pads.
Oh, yeah.
And do it with
Get
that.
2 per page.
Well, not with a 6x6.
Oh, no. Oh, you're right. You're right. Sorry, I had a math issue. And Janet just linked our blog that has a lot of your other containers and treat boxes.
Oh, okay.
Chris has done a lot of things, and there's been some things, Chris, that you brought in and said, "Oh, look at, I'm going to make this," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
She's like,
because it's way beyond my, it goes over my head, and you do it, and you make it look doable.
Well,
I think
good.
that's amazing.
That's all I care about, is that people go, I can do that. Now, on this one, I did a circle, which I think.
And you were going to show some of those dies too. Are you doing something different
well,
on this one?
I could.
So there, you may have dies at home, or Chris pulled out a lot of dies that you could use to make that opening.
Because these have so many sizes, let me grab.
Those are the Tim Holtz tile stacklet tiles.
Yep.
Is that? I'm kind of drawing a blank.
Thinlet stacklets.
Stacklets.
It's on here somewhere. Yep. Stacked ovals.
Okay.
So these would definitely fit, because this is 2 inches. You have a lot more choices, I should say. So I have circle, octagon, oval in my stash at home. We've got squares. We've got
the hearts.
These
would be
hearts.
neat.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, if you did, you could do 2 smaller hearts.
And then, of course,
stacked on top of each other.
Yes, because those hearts, some of those are really tiny. They are fun. I think I have that one at home too. I know that's shocking.
No, it's not really.
And I showed them these before. And I'm also using the I always say it wrong, crocodile. It's a wonderful tool. It's $40.99, but it also sets all of the eyelets.
And you could put an eyelet in these if
Yes.
you wanted
Oh,
to.
yeah.
That would be great.
That would be fun. So,
And Letha just said these would be great May baskets.
wouldn't
And
they though?
Yeah, they would be.
And you could even take the little ones and put $1 or whatever and put it
Mhm.
inside the May basket.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I never thought about putting it in.
Maybe we'll do an oval this
So you're
time.
going to do the stacked tiles oval from Tim
Yeah.
Holtz.
And sometimes I have to bend it over so I can see the size because
Oh, yeah,
I'm getting
that's a good
old.
tip. Oh, it's a good tip.
I think this third one in is going to be a good size.
Now the stacked tiles you're going to love. If you don't have them, they're a really good basic shape, and you get 5 sizes and 5 of each tile. And I think they might be $22.99. I'm not 100% sure on the price.
Oh, these are
Okay,
$19.99.
that might be.
Oh, this one might be marked wrong. These are $24.99. I think
they're
the
24.
heart one maybe just got missed. And they do come 5 in a thing. I just gave somebody one of mine.
That was nice of you.
Well,
Chris.
you know, do you really need 5 of each usually? So it's nice to be able to share. All right, let's see how much we can make this shake again.
It really was good, Chris.
And honestly, like I said, it does not matter which one you put it on. You just want to get it as even as you can. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here in a second. I'm going to go right there. All right, so I'm going to turn it this direction. And as you can see, this is going to come out over it. So just simply fold it up. And I meant to do it the other direction, to put it on the pink, but that's all right.
Chris, I don't know why it's not shaking, but it must have to do with it's all shaking at the same rate.
Time. Well, and I'm trying not to do it super fast. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I almost threw that part away. That would have been sad.
I have done that before.
Throw away your project?
Yes, and keep the stuff because you know you're just not really thinking. You're just kind of doing.
Right.
It's coming together though with that hole.
Yes. You're all getting what I'm throwing out anyway. Now, this is going to fit just fine. So I don't think I'm even going to have to cut it down. I could to save on acetate.
Now Doodlebug has 2 new collections coming in. One is it's a bee theme, like BEE, and one is strawberries. And I'm guessing there is some acetate coming with those collections also, if you like it. And then we do have the clear acetate, which Janet can link here for us because that works just fine also. It comes in a pack of 6 pieces, and it's thinner. You don't really need that big, heavy-duty stuff for this project.
Exactly.
And we do have some that's thinner. If you get the sheet, the individual sheet, you just have to remember that it's got like a film on it that you need to take off.
Do you know what? I am going to cut this down because I don't want to have to put my, I don't want to have to cut through it. It will just make it bulkier. So we're going to.
Yeah, good idea. And we'll show you those other acetates. Chris also talked about the Bold and Bright Vicki Boutin acetate that we'll show you that too. And you guys, another thing to tell you about, the Vicki Boutin cut and paste collection is in a truck coming to Memory Bound, and that's her last collection with American Crafts. And we didn't think we were going to get it, but we are going to get it.
Oh, nice.
It was kind of in different places, but the company that purchased American Crafts was able to pull it all together. So we're going to have another Vicki Boutin collection in a couple days.
Yay.
Probably tomorrow, actually, Chris.
Oh, so when I come back to work on Thursday,
You will see Vicki Boutin's cut and paste. So it's exciting. Oh, I love this trick too, where you just fold it over.
well, and that's when you know if your score lines are good because it will
How it
match up.
matches up.
Yeah.
And cross your fingers.
And I didn't bother inking these. I think they would be adorable though.
Oh,
Put
sure.
some ink on them and
Well, and
pizzazz them
people,
up.
I think all of you are been crafting, and you can kind of do that if you want to,
yeah.
and you don't need to watch us do it.
Sometimes it's a time saver. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut these down just maybe 1/4 of an inch.
We're going to want everybody to report back and let us know if you made boxes and what you made and how you liked it. And it's funny that you can take a piece of paper, a rectangle, and turn it into these
Yes.
boxes.
Well, and I love when something, it gets made into something that's not even a box. You know, it ends up being a heart shape.
Like your
or,
tower that you've made.
Yeah, you know, something goofy
One of
like
her
that.
things was
The Christmas
in
tree.
Advent.
The
Advent
Advent tree.
And
Yep.
that's one of the things she showed me, and I was like, oh my gosh. But you did it, and it looked awesome.
Well, I'll tell you, my favorite part of that is when I went, why don't I do it with magnets so it can come apart
Yes.
and lay flat?
And store. You can
And,
store
yeah,
it.
because I'm all about getting rid of stuff during off seasons.
And Janet just linked the glue press. Chris is using the My Sweet Petunias glue precision press.
It is the best.
Precision glue press. I guess
Yep.
I got my words mixed around.
There, you can kind of see the.
You don't have to put the lid on, which is fantastic. No. I used mine last night.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you make something special?
I made a cookbook for a little tiny, well, not tiny, a 6x4 cookbook that we're going to be showing. It's going to be a kit next week for National Scrapbook Week.
Nice.
Yeah.
I did end up turning it around so that we,
it's
just
nice
have a
to see
different.
both ways.
Yeah. Again, middle finger, thumb.
You can just keep it there because you got lots of space.
Use your pointer to gently push that in.
That's what amazes me. I think I like it because it is that way and it's not scored. And it's just kind of a, I don't know, like a shopping bag or
a milk cart, old-fashioned
milk carton. Yes.
Now, I think how big's a credit card? Under 3 inches, correct?
Well, let me go get
it's not
one.
going to fit in here.
Oh, it's
I just
not.
was going to, I think if you did one and you left 3 inches between, so you score it 1 inch, 4 inches, 5 inches, and 8 inches.
Chris, I'm impressed.
And
you're
made your
doing all this
paper
off the top of your head.
8.5 wide. So you're going to be scoring on your 8.5 inch side. And then make it a little longer, maybe make it 7 or 8 inches. Because you're going to have 3 inches score mark on the bottom. Yeah. Kelly, that would work.
You just figured it out. Chris, I want you to know, because this should make you feel really good, but Peggy made 16 of your Easter baskets.
Oh.
And she's going to be making these boxes. And when we get a chance, we do have one of Chris's Easter baskets here that she made with the reminisce paper that looks like baskets, which is a really cute May basket idea.
Katie found that paper for me. I said, well, okay, what can I use? And she's like, how about this? And it just could not have been more perfect.
Yeah, good job. So you're adding those little reinforcements.
Yeah, because they're just so darn cute. They make me happy.
They are happy. They're happy reinforcements.
And there's a lot of different ones in here.
That's just a variety pack, isn't it?
Look at these little gears for the industrial stuff that we've gotten in lately.
For the Rest and Rest 2.0.
Oh my goodness. To reinforce your pages if you're making an album. Yep. I love that. And big, small. I mean, we got these real small. We've got bigger.
Well, and I think you mentioned it earlier. The nice thing is that you cut 6 at a time or however many are on the die.
Right. Yep,
so you're
6.
not cutting them individually.
So there you go. There's another one. Add, and you could get quite a bit in there, Kelly.
Yes, I think you could. I could get a lot of Dove dark chocolates in there.
Yes. Again, add your little ribbon and you are set.
All right, so let's review. Chris, they
All
would
right.
like to see your printed directions, and we are
Okay.
going to take pictures of those, and it'll be on our blog in a few days.
Do you want to give me that one that I don't have glue goobers on?
Yes.
I tend to use the set that I printed for me to wipe things on. So there are the printed directions. I'm going to take this off just so I can see for sure where it's at. I think we're okay
So there's
there.
your measurements. I
Yep.
love that you always type these up for us, Chris. It's really nice because we don't always remember things in measurements.
Well, and I think it's hard sometimes when you're trying to watch and you don't want to have to write down as you're doing it. So
Exactly.
I'm always happy to do that. And I might maybe go home and type up what measurements I think we would use for the
Oh
other
my
size
gosh. Okay.
and get that to you. And I'm sure somebody on here could very easily come up with the dimensions too.
Mm-hmm.
So
So Chris,
anyway,
there's a question.
yes.
I assume I know the answer, but they want to know, when do you fill them? When do you put the candy in, or the rolled up money, or
Well, I would
confetti, or whatever you're
before you
putting
put
in?
your ribbon on. That way
Okay.
you don't, I wouldn't have to mess with taking it back off. These I just did at home because I want to see how many.
Go see how many you can fit.
Yeah.
And show your basket. 'Cause
Oh,
Peggy
okay.
said she made a whole bunch of those.
It was fun to make these, and I love that little flower. I have to tell you, when I get done with things, I don't keep them. And so I was just going to toss my baskets, and so then we gave them to Penny. I was telling him I was going to toss them.
Oh,
And
so that's on our blog if you want to make those little baskets. And again, they could be made for any theme.
but yeah.
And somebody really thinks this might fit. So
Well, let's see.
I brought you
I'm gonna
the
see.
best gift card in the whole wide world.
Look how many.
Oh yeah, that held quite a
2,
few.
4, 6, 7.
They hold more than you think.
You know what?
Is it?
It will fit. You're just going to need to maybe get your punch your hole up a little bit higher.
You
Is
could
all.
also staple them shut with
Oh,
a
yeah.
ribbon. You could
Yes.
staple a little tag on there if you didn't want to cut a hole in it.
You could, like you said, just staple it shut with the tiny attacher.
Mm-hmm. It'd be cute with
And-
with a piece of ephemera or
Yeah.
a flower.
Oh yeah.
That Butterfly Kisses collection has all kinds of ephemera.
This one I used the Tim Holtz little tag, so you could attach a tag with your little tiny attacher too, and
Oh
put a
yeah,
ribbon
there you
through
go.
it. Yeah,
Perfect.
so that would work.
And there's
All
a
right.
question about when the basket was made, and Janet linked it. So look in the comments there.
Perfect.
Janet has it all linked. Chris, we need to show this acetate. We haven't done that. So here's the one that you used, and then we have
Alrighty.
the others.
I saw this and absolutely fell in love with it, even though I don't have any little girls at home anymore. This acetate is just gorgeous, so fun. That is the one from Butterfly Kisses. And then this, I thought was so darn
That's
happy.
Yeah, that's
Let me put that white
that
behind
says
it. I
Vicky
think it
Booten all over
doesn't
it
it
for sure.
though?
Yes.
That is Bold and Bright, and that's only $3.29. I just love that. Anything happy. And then we have single sheets. This is $2.59. You could get a lot out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, because 3/4 of an inch for the tall, skinny ones by whatever length your opening is, plus maybe a 1/4 inch. Or you can buy a pack of 6-pack, and it's $9.99. So we have lots of choices in the acetate.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another one that we can't find.
There's a striped one that we couldn't find yesterday. So we're
You know how, well, probably how some of us are in our craft rooms. We put something down and it's like, where did we put that? But so we do have some really fun choices. Again, I think these would be adorable in a May basket, just to add something in there for the person. It's like somebody said, a chapstick, a little money for your graduate. And I know you guys are going to come up with 100 other ideas.
Well, and Chris, we did have somebody with a suggestion. Donna said the one for the gift card, if you made it a little bit taller, you could probably fit your gift, the one
Oh,
that
yeah.
the
Yep.
last one you made,
Yep. Even if you did a ½ inch taller.
just even a ½ inch. So Donna, good idea. And Mary says for the bigger bag, she's going to punch 2 holes and tie a bow. Like you could tie, you could tie the ribbon through the 2
Oh,
holes
uh-huh.
and then tie a bow. And that's a great idea. I've done that with just with bags before.
Well, and I do always put whole front and back, but I assume she's, and here's the funny thing, when you punch your hole, because of the way it's folded, it does go through.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So,
Yeah. Goes through the sides.
It goes
a
through
little
the
bit.
sides of it. But once you've got it tied up, nobody sees that. So
They're really darling. I'm going to use my darling
your
word,
darling
Chris,
word.
I
Well,
think it's well deserved.
we can thank Maggie for sending that video.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Chris, I'm going to switch cameras so we
Alrighty.
can tell everybody goodbye. And Chris, thank you so much. This
You're
has
welcome.
been a really great video. It's another Chris treat box, everybody. And we will have a post on our blog in a few days. You'll be able to see it. We have a lot of merchandise coming in. So be sure and be out there checking our new category, which is at the top of our shopping page. And Diane is really earning her keep. She has been with all the new 49 and Market. And
She
now,
always does, right?
now Simple Stories is coming. And tomorrow, Teresa's going to be here with a fabric day. And she's
Oh.
going to also be showing a fabric project that Maggie made and brought in for us. So
Oh,
tomorrow,
nice.
we can welcome back Teresa. And until then, I think I don't see any other questions.
No, I guess I wasn't really looking, was I?
So, so I think we're good to go. And everybody have yourselves a wonderful day. And we will be back tomorrow.
Bye-bye.